that we will export 2.2 million barrels. That never came true because militant activities cut exportation to less than 1 million barrels. And then it was also based on an exchange rate policy of 195 to the dollar. All of us know that 195 to the dollar is a tall order, never materialized. And then it was also based on that, yes, the prices of oil will sell for something between $40 and $42. We knew that this never happened.
Well, how do you staying with the exchange rate bit of it? How do you work this when you have like multiple exchange rates operating in the country, so to speak? We have the black market rate, we have the interbank rate, and even at the interbank rate, there's believed to be interbank 1, 2, 3, and then there is the official rate. 305. So you have a range, an exchange rate ranging between 305 to 470 or thereabout to $1.
Yes.
How would that work out for 2017?
That's the low side of this. That's the low side of the fiscal plan of the government. I mean, you don't create multiple exchange rates in the system. You allow for distortions and then round tripping. 305 to the dollar being the base of the exchange rate for the budget appears to be a little not too good. It should have been set in such a way that it would be more realistic. I think 410, 420 would have been better, not 305.
You know, we are in a recession, and for some other economists like yourself as well, they will say we need to spend our way out of recession.
Yes.
And you think this figure is quite enough? For some others, even among the House of Representatives, they already seen that we must borrow if we need to fund this budget.
Yes, J.M. Keynes, I mean, the greatest advocate of reflating the economy when there's a recession. He published a work in 1936 for this. As advocated, yes, you need to spend, but you also have to calculate the absorptive capacity of the Nigerian economy. You don't spend money when you don't have the absorptive capacity. 7.3 trillion naira expenditure is just fair. But don't forget, this government also has shown that next year it will be spending 2.3 trillion naira on issues that has to do with settling domestic debts that are owed to contractors. If that is the only thing that government does on the domestic side with a view to pushing some expenditure into the system, that will be good. This will be well made. I think paying contractors so that domestic economy could be reflected is a good thing.
Let's go to Mark Blair.
Well, there was a statement made by the Senate President that to the effect that this year's budget is going to run till next year, May. He wants it to run for a full year. What implications do you think that will have for this for the 2017 budget, especially since we've also been told that they are going to expedite work on it?
I feel very strongly that is not good enough. What the Senate President said is significantly very different from what our laws provide. The laws of Nigeria with respect to fiscal year is January to December. That is all. I mean, it's there in our laws. The Fiscal Year Act of 1980. I mean, extending the budget year far above that is not proper. It's just not proper.
If you're bringing that point, that means every government has broken the law.
Not necessarily. During President Olusegun Obasanjo's regime, it was quite. I mean, there was quite an observance of the fiscal year. You see, what you do when you distort the fiscal year is that you confuse planners, you confuse the markets. I mean, at what point do we begin to expect capital expenditure to begin to come out when that year should have expired? Don't forget, money that are not expended in the fiscal year ought to return according to the Finance Control and Management Act, Cap F26, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, ought to return to Treasury for reappropriation. You don't extend the budget year, I mean, by fit and starts. And it certainly should not come by the whims and caprices of the Senate President. Surely the laws of Nigeria should be superior to his opinion.
You know, if you look at this budget that has been tagged economic recovery and growth, I think Mark is trying to comment here. Sorry, Mark, you can go on.
Yeah, I was saying that, you know, the room that has been given, isn't that also, you know, to help prepare a very, you know, good budget for 2017? Doesn't that at least give the federal government some more leeway to keep spending? Well, you'll also note that the laws